Okay, how is everybody doing out there? Today is March 15th of 2014, full moon of Saturn, the ultimate beatifical type of planet we got here in our solar system. So, what I want to focus today about is meditation. You know, in my lectures, I've kind of like always spoken about meditation, like we should all meditate, and kind of how could I say it, just preached about meditation, but I never really give my examples of what meditation can be or what it could accomplish in your life and all that good stuff. So today I just want to lecture about meditation. All right, so that being said, there's a lot of tools you could use as far as like amplifying your soul conjunction towards meditation. All right, so the basics of meditation is good health. If you don't got good health, it's going to be kind of rapidly hard for you to meditate really on a higher level, communicating with the tile. All right, so the first step of good meditation is to eat properly. All right, a lot of vegetables, a lot of greens, a lot of just pretty much everything that's like natural. And I mean, fruit is good, but it has a lot of sugars. All right, so kind of consume the fruits, but obviously you're gonna need the greens. Spinach is the high-powered spinach, kale, broccoli, stuff like that. Consume a lot of those in your foods, and you will obtain a higher level. It'll start gradually coming towards you, and you'll start to feel the oh man, how could I say it? The just how spirituality derives in like three angles. Okay, you got your health, which is what you consume, what you eat, and then you got your exercise, which is the same philosophy of what I just said, and then you got your spirit ground. But if you don't have, you know what I'm saying, or how could I say it? Like if you don't have like good health, or you don't have a good workout, you don't work out a lot, it's gonna be hard to kind of like magnify your soul conjunction or your spirit to a higher realm. All right, so you got to work out, you got to eat properly, and then when you do your meditations, you'll start to feel the change. You'll start to feel exactly what meditation does to your body, does to your soul, does to your mind, and your chakras. All right, so that being said, today's a full moon, so I mean anything could happen tonight. It landed on Saturn, and Saturn's a really powerful planet. If you really think about it, or if you really research it, you know, through astrology, it's Saturn's one of those planets that kind of that's why we call it Saturday, but you know, Saturn Day in terms of the Greeks. So. But it's one of those planets that actually manifests and teaches you lessons. You know, so if you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing on a full moon night, you know, something could happen or occur in your lifespan that's going to teach you a lesson. But it's not so much a negative. A lot of people say it's a negative planet. It's not a negative planet. It's just one of those planets that just teaches you lessons, and it's a very powerful planet. And I think it was like last November we had a lot of mega storms, which were caused by the planet Saturn. A lot of storms in the Midwest. Or actually, not the Midwest, like a little bit more right to that. There was a lot of tornadoes, a lot of devastation and stuff, and that was caused by the planet Saturn, if you do your research. But anyways, let me get back to meditation. Meditation derives from, okay, like I said, the diet, you know, good exercise, and just trying to not fall off from that. Stay away from salty foods is gonna kind of drag your soul down, and if you do try to meditate, it's not gonna work, and then you're gonna get frustrated, and you're gonna be like, oh man, it's not working, this is dumb, why'd I even believe in, you know, even trying to meditate and stuff like that. All right, so that's the first step, getting good health and trying to maintain that good health for, I would say, a good, at least if you're overweight, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a while for you to kind of like gradually lose that. But once you start eating properly, you're gonna feel the effects of it, and you're gonna feel better. There's not gonna be that angry feeling. There's not gonna be that anxiety. There's not gonna be that feeling of like just everything bothers you, because of your blood pressure and stuff like that. So by eating healthier, you withdraw all that. It's gone. All right. So that's the first step of meditation. Okay, the second step would be saging yourself, saging your own chakra levels. I know that sounds kind of weird, but even like what I'm wearing right here. Okay, these amethyst necklaces are really good for charging your third eye. And if you wear them, you can't wear them at your job, you can't take them at your job, but once you wear them, when your day's off and stuff like that, and you're sitting in the sun, or you're outside next to a tree and all that, you'll feel the effects. And first time learners kind of like get scared of it because you will feel something. But once you get kind of used to it, just like anything else, it's just a natural thing. And it helps you. It helps everything. It helps you magnify like just knowing what to do. That's what your third eye is all about. It's not so much, a lot of people think, oh, it's your third eye, like you're gonna see something through. No, it's just a basic tool to amplify your third eye, for you to see certain things that most of us don't see. Not so much see, but like feel, like know what to do type of thing. All right. So that being said, okay, there's a lot of steps in meditation for which I've learned through my own experience. I never really I've gone along with certain meditations that I've read about, but most of it came from just common knowledge of me just kind of like figuring stuff out. All right. So once you sage yourself, meaning with your I'm burning incense right now. All right. So what you could do is when you're burning incense, kind of like fill your realm of your spirit, and you'll feel it. I mean, maybe you won't at first because you're so clogged and there's so much like, I forget what they call those little particles that kind of like just stay sucked on your body, and it's real. I mean, trust me, it's real. When I first started realizing this, it was back in 2007. I started burning incense, and frankincense and myrrh. That's the best. Don't forget that frankincense and myrrh is the best, because I don't know what it does. I mean, it's one of those things where it helps you tremendously to kick out negative forces, to kick out all that drama. Even if you have a bad day at work, suppose, and then you sage your own chakra levels, starting from the bottom chakra all the way up, trust me, you're gonna feel the effects right away. And it's kind of crazy because you could have gotten in an argument with somebody. Hands down, this has happened to me. You could have gotten in an argument with somebody, and you sage your chakra levels, and you'll feel the negative vibrations just kind of like, it's almost like the feeling you get is almost like what you call, like when you take a shower. Like sometimes you get over sweaty and you fall asleep or whatever when you work out, and you wake up and you're all like kind of, oh man, I feel like just nasty. And then when you take that shower, you feel like all that whatever sweat and all that, or whatever you want to call it, just leaving your body, and you feel clean. The same thing with when you sage your chakras. You start to feel the effects, and you start to feel all that vibration leaving you. So that's another step of meditation, to sage your chakras. And this is the most important one right here. So you go down, you kind of just feel, you kind of go like this, kind of just go around your aura, and you feel it. And I'm starting to feel it too, like I'm feeling that way out here, and you just kind of like do that, and you feel it. You feel the structural force around your body. All right. So I think, I don't know, mine goes way out here. I don't want to get into it, but that's just an example. All right. So saging your body is really good. Frankincense is more, but I'm gonna share this with you guys. This is a really good tool right here. This is what you call Nag Chapa, and it's pretty much around all the United States. And this is in I think this is, what is this? In the Indian language. All right, so that's how it looks right there. But if you flip it, it's a super hit. So it's like a double hit, and that's how it looks. All right. So this is extremely good for you. This is like a real high-powered source. Because I know frankincense and myrrh is really kind of hard to find these days. It's actually coming to depletion because of a certain beetle over there in Africa, which is kind of scary. See, I could go on for hours about what's happening to the world right now, but I believe we're changing stuff. We are changing it, and we're growing through spirituality, and we're just doing everything right now. So, getting back to the subject, meditation. That's the second. That's, I don't even know how many steps that was. I don't know, but anyways, that's another step of cleansing your soul, your chakras. You're gonna amplify your chakras, and then once you eat that healthy diet, once you exercise a lot, you're gonna feel the vibration just change. All right. Another tool you could use is a Tibetan singing. What do they call those? A Tibetan singing meditation bowl. And these suckers, they're kind of pricey, but trust me, they're worth it, because once you get on the other level of getting in shape and just working out all the time and eating correctly, and then saging your own chakras and stuff like that, you will feel the vibration change. Like once you hit the Tibetan singing bowl, I have one right here. Where's it at? Oh, let me grab it. Some of them come in all shapes and forms. This is a smaller one. This one was kind of pricey, made of iron, but it's worth it. Trust me. Once you ding it out, it's not really making a vibration because I got water inside, but it'll keep ringing. And what that ring does basically is it creates a higher vibrational pattern within the radius of where you're at. All right, so that's another tool. You could vibrate, without even meditating. You're gonna actually impulse your vibration already, and you're gonna change everything to the positive vibration. Up. That's how we do it. Once we ascend to the higher realms, we're gonna be in that vibration that's gonna be a little bit more positive, basically. Positive force. When you're around positive people, doesn't it make you feel good? When you're around negative people that's all mad about everything and they hate they hate their lives and stuff like that, don't you start feeling that way? So think about that. I got trance playing in the background. I love it. So there's a lot I have to cover today, real quick. Freaking thirsty, but anyways, all right. So after that, after you gain all that, what you could do, meditating inside is always meditating anywhere where it's quiet is always a good thing. But the best way you could start to get results quick is to be by a tree. All right. So if you're by a tree, you sit down, and let's just say, it's another good tool is to read a book before you meditate. Like read a book, read something really or read something really complex with a lot of acronyms. The Tao Te Ching is a really good book to read before you meditate. Read that book, and trust me, your brain is just gonna focus. It's gonna get in that state of, I don't know how to describe it, but reading anything basically before you meditate is good. Just spend maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes reading something. Read anything philosophical, stuff like that really helps. Then set the book down. Be by yourself though. You always got to be by yourself. Once you meditate by yourself, you'll become a one with the tile. All right, so check it out. Once you get your brain going in action, and let's just say this is already or after the fact that you've been eating correctly for a while, you got all the salts out of your body. You're kind of on a good level. You're out there with your tree. And for instance, like what I meditate on is under a coral tree. Coral trees are really, I don't know what it is about the coral tree. Buddha meditated under a fig tree. So fig tree, I used to have a fig tree, and now it's dead and gone. A freaking gopher killed it. But a fig tree is powerful as well. Any type of tree that just has that certain power strand of like a stem. You obviously, like a coral tree looks different than any other tree. Any tree is good because it has that powerful force, but any tree that looks kind of like, it has a lighter how can I say it, like DNA look to it, and it has like curvy type of just everywhere type of things, or things, but once it gets up to like the branches and stuff like that, those are powerful trees. And if you could find one, now, like I said, your senses are going to tell you what to do. It's not going to be just you like, oh, I'm gonna go over here, and no, you're kind of gonna be drawn to what you need to do or need to meditate where you need to meditate. At least that's what happened to me. So once you're there under the tree, sit there for a while and just kind of release everything that you were thinking about that day. Get away with everything. If there was anything that happened bad, just kind of like do the opposite of what happened, and just kind of like not think about anything for a while. Give it maybe 10 minutes after you read your book. Give it 10 minutes and kind of just like maybe stretch a little bit. Make your body a little bit loose. All right, so that's another step. Loosen up your body, because if you're working out, obviously you're probably going to be sore and stuff like that. So stretch a little bit. That helps a lot. Trust me. And I'm gonna make another video about this, because there's just way too much about meditation that will help you out. All right. So once you're in that that pattern of you're cool, your muscles are kind of like just not sore anymore. You're kind of like good to move. Start to think about nothing but concentrate. And then what you need to do is put your palms together and kind of like put your what do they call the Indian style sitting, where your palms of your feet are together, like a V, and then you got to put your palms together, and you got to close your eyes, right? You're going to close your eyes. This is the first step of meditation, by the way. It gets deep. A lot of people think meditation is just, oh, I'm going to do this, and trust me, once you do that and you don't do the first steps that I'm talking about, it's not going to work. You're going to give up, and you're going to think that everybody that talks about meditation that works is crazy. They're out of their mind. Because a lot of people in this day and age are sucked down by a lot of different things. I've talked about a lot about that in my last lecture, so I don't want to get into it because I'm already at 17 minutes. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna cut this a little bit, maybe 25 minutes. All right, so once you're on that step, you're gonna put your palm together. You're gonna put your feet palms together like a V, like I said, and just kind of feel your vibration. You'll know it. You'll feel the energy, and then most of it is gonna be, well, it's kind of funny, but I mean it's a little bit. It's probably like 7 inches outside your crotch, right? You're gonna feel that vibe, and you gotta kind of like tilt your head down a little bit like this, and then you'll feel that energy like kind of like run up here all the way up to like right here, and you're gonna feel that energy like just vibrate. All right. If, like I said, if you took the steps before, a lot of people try to jump to step 7 and it's not gonna work, and then you're gonna be like, man, what the heck? It's not working. You know what I'm saying? So put your palm together, kind of like get in like a formation like this, and just kind of think about nothing but just concentrate. Don't think about anything. Let everything go and just think about nothing, but just concentrate to the fullest, like where you're concentrating on that hard book you're reading. Try a physics book. Read a physics book for 20 minutes maybe, or less than that, and then try this, because that's really going to get your mind going. The mind's almost a program, but it's a muscle, and once you work that muscle out, meditating is going to be a little bit more easier than usual, because your mind's already going to be worked. All right. And then once you try to start doing this, it's gonna be a whole lot easier, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Try not doing any steps before, and then meditate, and then try doing the steps I'm talking about, and then do that, and then you're gonna be like, okay, this guy, he knows something. But it's something I've learned. It's something that through life, certain things have happened, and everybody has their own callings and stuff. I mean, it's just what it is. What it is. So today's a full moon. And full moons, the moon cycles is another good tool to use. All right, so whenever it's a full moon, whenever it's a quarter moon, those are the days you really want to get in deep meditation, because trust me, it's the force of the universe. It's like a swirl. It's like when you flush your toilet. I mean, it's a scenario. You see it going down like shh. The same thing with the universe, with the tile. Everything's controlled by a suction. Gravity is a suction. And by us being on this solar system, everything's a suction. Everything is ruled by that source, and it keeps going up and up and up and up and up, getting bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger. It's almost like a humongous tree of suction, a whirlpool. And recently I read something about black holes. I kind of I don't know about that. See, we kind of don't really know yet. We just have what Einstein has, like, oh, this, I think this happened. But get back to the meditation. All right, so once you're once you have your palms together and you're kind of like closing your eyes and you're concentrating, but you're thinking about nothing, you'll start to feel the power, not the power. You'll start to feel the energy run through your spine, run through your whole chakra levels. And once you start feeling that, you're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna just want to just stay there. And trust me, do not let anything interfere. That's why you got to be alone. When you're meditating, you got to be a one. Because if you're not a one, when you're meditating, it's not going to work. If you get sidetracked by a dog barking, or if you get sidetracked by somebody calling you, or you get sidetracked by basically anything that cuts off your concentration, that's it. You're done. Everything that you try to do before, let's just say if you're in it for 7 minutes and somebody calls you, or a dog barks and you just lose your concentration, that's it. You're done. You got to start all over again, because that's how it works. It's a buildup of energy in your body. And once you could conquer that, you'll get to the next level, which I'm going to post next, because, like I said, meditation steps there's just so much. A lot of people think it's just, this. It is not. Trust me, I thought it was. But once you get to a level, you're going to start doing all this, and you're going to start doing all this crazy stuff, and and not even realize it's almost like just a freestyle. Like if you're a hip hop artist, or if you're a DJ, or stuff like that, because I'm into music and stuff like that. Like, you just go with your flow sometimes. You don't even know what the next verse is going to be. You're just going to do it. And see, that's what meditation starts to get like too. You start to feel the energy, and you start to you'll start doing you'll start getting into like some crazy, like it's just, you'll feel your energy field arise. All right, so Yahin here. Hopefully this lecture helps a couple out there, man. My views have been falling, but I don't care. It's not gonna make me stop speaking. That's what I need to do. That's what I think I need to do, and actually I know what I need to do. So 22. And another thing is, I don't want to get off the subject. I'll just leave that off. So hopefully everybody's doing good out there, and like I said, just be one with yourself, and love everybody as you should love yourself, and just kind of just try to live correctly spiritually, and don't get involved too much with social networking, because it's dragging a lot of souls down. I know this. I preached about it before it even happened. A lot of people that I talk to now are like, how did you know that? It's just something I need to know, and something that I foresaw. So, Yahin, hopefully everybody's doing well who's viewing this video right now. And I got a little cold. It's kind of crazy during this time of year. Oh man, it's my sinuses, pollen. So, but I love everybody as one, with the source as a whole, and God bless. And I'll be speaking with you gals and dudes soon. Alright, peace out, and have a good week. Arats.